Hello and welcome back to Marks and Parks with Brennan. We'll take a ride down the Oregon coast and explore Oregon's only national park, Crater Lake. Take a look at this incredible view.
When it's all about the race, no turning back, too late. Got my bones about to break, body's numb, can't feel the pain, but my soul still got...
Hey guys, before we arrive in our next date, I'd like to make a correction from our last video. We mistakenly said that Mount Rainier was our nation's 5th national park. However, it was the 4th. We'll be exploring the 5th national park in Oregon. See you next time, Washington. Oregon, here we come.
Take me higher, my time is now, my time is now.
Our campground in Oregon was called Water Wheel RV, and it was located beside a quiet flowing river. We planned to stay here for a week as it was very close to Crater Lake National Park. It was very nice to sit out by the river and relax.
Come on, any wall to the ground, but my soul still got the fire.
On our first visit to Crater Lake, we decided to take the trolley tour. We had been told at the campground that it was very informative. We also thought this would give Dad a chance to enjoy the scenery instead of doing all the driving. The tour did not disappoint. Learned so much about Crater Lake. Our trolley tour was over, we headed to the visitor center so I could stamp my passport book and pick up my Junior Ranger packet. I learned so much on the tour and was able to easily complete my packet to return the next day. Crater Lake was formed from volcanic eruption of Mount Mazama. It was a very unique event because after the eruption, the volcano actually collapsed into the caldera that was formed. A caldera is a crater or a deep volcanic basin that is created after an eruption. In Crater Lake, Wizard Island was formed by the buildup of hot cinders being ejected from the floor of the caldera sometime after Mount Mazama collapsed. It's called Wizard Island because it looks like a wizard's hat. It's actually a cinder cone volcano, and the crater on top of it is where Crater Lake got its name. When we walked to the edge of the rim, we couldn't believe the color of the water in the lake. It really does look like someone spilled blue ink. We had never seen such bright blue water. It was a different color from the rivers and lakes formed by glaciers. The water in Crater Lake reflects the beautiful blue color because it's been filled by about 250 years of rain and melted snow, making it very clean and clear. There are no other sources of water coming into the lake or flowing from the lake. It is the deepest lake in the United States. Because it's so deep, sunlight is able to penetrate way down into the water. The depth absorbs many of the colors and reflects that beautiful blue. On our second day of exploring Crater Lake, we decided to take the hike on the east rim and check out the ship-shaped island in the middle of the lake. This island is called Phantom Ship. It really looked like a pirate ship. We enjoyed this hike even though it was a little steep at times. It was a very peaceful area and the views from the rim were spectacular. If you ever visit Crater Lake, you may want to take a swim in the cold water. It's allowed, but the only thing allowed in the water is your swimsuit. No kayaks, no floaties, no fins, no tubes, nothing else. They're trying to keep the lake as clean as possible. Also, if you want to fish in the lake, you don't even need a license. They realized that introducing fish into this water could eventually destroy the clarity and cleanliness of the lake, so they were trying to get rid of all the fish. There were several types of fish stocked in the lake, but only 2 survived, rainbow trout and sockeye salmon. However, they also introduced crayfish into the lakes to feed the fish. Another huge mistake! The Mazaman newts are being eaten by these crayfish. This type of newt doesn't exist anywhere else in the world, so it's at risk of becoming extinct because of the crayfish, and there is nothing that can be done to stop it. So sad!
I may be slow to get back up, but I'm not done yet, haven't had enough. Yeah, I'll knock 'em right down. Yeah, knock 'em down. Come on.
On our tour, we learned about a hemlock tree trunk, known as the Old Man of the Lake, that's been floating upright in the lake for over a century. It's believed that the Crater Lake's clean, cold water has preserved the tree, and because the part of the tree underwater has a higher density, the tree stays balanced. America has so many beautiful national parks, and Crater Lake is definitely a special place to visit. I'm glad I was able to add another Junior Ranger badge to my collection. I'm learning so many interesting things about our country at our national parks. I think everyone should make time to explore the beauty of our amazing country.
Take me higher.
Before we said goodbye to Oregon, we decided to take a little drive along the Oregon coast. We were so excited to see the Pacific Ocean and compare the West Coast to our Gulf Coast back at home. We learned that there is often fog along the coast. This was one of those days. However, we still saw some pretty amazing sights. The Oregon coast has some natural land bridges. It has massive boulders and very high cliffs too. Although it was very different from our coast, it was still very beautiful.
Body's numb, can't feel the pain, but my soul still got the fire. Got my heart beating faster. No time to waste, 'cause my time is now. Got the fire. My time is now.
I did a little research about the massive dark boulders we saw, and I discovered that they were formed by lava flows from the volcanoes. The sand on the beaches is different from the Gulf Coast too. It is dark gray or black because it is usually made from basalt from a lava flow that has been ground into fine bits by the ocean. We did a little climbing on the rocks and put our fingers in the cold water of the Pacific Ocean. I know my brother Nate will want to climb on these boulders if we seem warm when they visit. We enjoyed our time in Oregon, but now we're ready to explore the next state, California.
Soul still got the fire.